welcome to Miss Ruth Wintali's YouTube channel. Yes.
And she's gonna introduce herself.
My name is Matilda Kapompo, and as you guys know, I am no stranger to this channel.
You are the...
I am the Vice CEO.
Oh, Shanda. All right, guys, if you're here for the first time and you don't know my apparent Vice CEO, this is my sister, one of my best friends, someone I'm doing life with, the person keeping me until my husband finds me.
Oh, and honey, please.
Time. Gidetti. Is that correct?
Yeah, you
Hey!
got it. Hey!
All the people that thought I don't speak Russian.
Oh, she still has it in her.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Hopefully this video is not full of our shenanigans.
Yeah.
So today we just want to have a little chit chat. I don't want to make it a girls talk because guys deal with it as well. So we just want to talk about insecurities and confidence in a godly context. Because sis, have you noticed that the world is moving mad?
Yeah, honestly, there's there's a lot going on, guys, and really, if one doesn't know how to navigate through this phase or whichever phase they're in right now, it really gets to them. And so you have like people dealing with things differently, others unfortunately going as far as contemplating suicide.
Yes, there's a whole lot of stuff going on.
So yeah.
So we just want to talk. I think for me, I shared with you, the video was even, is it provoked? Triggered. Inspired. Let's go with inspired. Inspired by a content creator we both love. We're not going to mention her name. Yeah. But this lady is very, confident. She does this podcast. She gives us this confident vibe. I mean, when I'm listening to her podcast in the road, I'm like, hey. Yeah. So she recently did a video where she was sharing her insecurities, guys. And I know every human being has insecurities. Just because you're an influencer or whatever, or you're a pastor, you're leading women or men, doesn't mean you don't deal with insecurities. But it really broke my heart that she had to, do this job that requires her showing her face all the time, wearing outfits when she's literally dealing with a lot of insecurities. What's that? Body dysmorphia?
Yes, body dysmorphia, actually.
Like a serious, more like a serious, we can't say hatred for your body, but this like obsession for perfection.
Yes. Yeah. And one not actually being proud. Like kind of having some sort of shame. Because of the way their body is and stuff. So. And
she's a believer, guys. Yeah. So I just thought, let's have that conversation. Yes. So Sissy, you could just kick it off, just why do you think we deal with or when do you think insecurities are introduced in our lives? I'm sure you remember being a little girl
so my god,
who had time like who had time to be insecure? So when do you think this begins with most Christians, since that's our audience?
Well, I think the moment we kind of, firstly, from my experience, I would say it's like when we hit puberty, like when we become aware of ourselves, we kind of get to this stage where we're knowledgeable about what's going on. Okay, the trends. Okay, there's such a thing as having like a certain shape, maybe lips, because I remember there was a time that having big lips was actually a
trend. Absolutely.
Yes. So you see, the moment we're kind of aware of what's going on in the world, the trends, we go to school, we meet different people. You see, when we're kids and when we're younger, like you mostly home, and maybe your fellow, I don't know, the kids and you don't really pay attention to
all these things.
Yeah, but then it's like we get to a certain age, and I think mostly it's when we hit puberty. And then we kind of start like realizing, oh, there's this and there's that. And then going to school kind of just amplifies the whole thing, because there we get to mingle with all kinds of people. And so we kind of start comparing ourselves low-key. And then as we go up, like as we grow older, it then just
gets worse,
even worse and deeper. Then by the time we're like, I don't know, 20s, in fact, even
late teens, I think.
Late teens, then it actually then gets even more serious. And then people do whatever it takes. Some people actually do whatever it takes to kind of get whatever it is they're looking for at that point. So yeah.
Okay. Do you think having assertive parents that compliment you is a huge part, or it's possible to have parents that were very assertive that complimented you but still come deal with insecurities?
So having parents that are actually very assertive, parents that build you up, like speak well of you and speak life in you, and all that actually does make a difference. But it doesn't make it impossible to fall in that trap. So it does play a vital role. In the spirit of Mother's Day, I actually want to say, like from experience, my mom and sis mom,
our moms,
our moms have actually played a very big role in helping us get to where we are today. And it's not to say we didn't have to deal with all these things, no, but things would have actually been like, they could be worse. But we're in a better place because they actually played a very big role, a major role in us being where we are today. So
absolutely. So just to top up what Sis said, I grew up with very assertive parents. You know, you're beautiful and all that, but I still dealt with low self-esteem and insecurity, like Sis said, at puberty. And I think I've told you guys this story before. It's because of a boy, a boy. Don't choose some other girl, she's beautiful, over me. And at that point, that's when I was like, whoa, I'm not all that, you know? So
you thought you were not.
But girl, it's just guys, I'm sorry. Okay, so even though my parents were assertive, we're not going to say it's not a good thing, because you know how the Bible says, train up a child in the way, and when they grow, they won't depart from it. I believe that if you speak confidence, you assert your children, even if they'll miss it somewhere along the way in their teenage years, they'll still come back to the foundations of what you taught them. For sure. So as future parents, let's ensure we cultivate, this here is disturbing, but we'll move. We cultivate the art, if you will, of speaking life into our children. And I think it's important to notice that it starts with how you speak to yourself. Very, very true. You know, some people are trying to be better parents than they are, I don't know. As individuals. If you tear yourself down, you're always talking yourself down, honey, you're going to come talk down those kids. So it starts with you. Okay. So we've established everybody deals with insecurities. Even the most fly person, you know,
the most confident people actually. Just adding to that, so I was watching this thing on this video on YouTube, Pastor Stephen and Bishop Jakes. So they have a latest video, Drop the Mic. Well, if you guys don't mind, you can actually check it out. No,
because you're doing free advertisements on my channel.
So anyway, I'm sure most of us know Bishop Jakes, guys.
Of course.
He is one great man, and one of the questions that Pastor Stephen actually asked him was whether he has those moments when he feels like he's not ready, like he's not
to preach,
he's
or
not
to
good
speak.
Enough. Like is he fully aware and confident in himself as he's speaking all the time? And he actually did say, no, I don't even always feel that way. And he actually believes it's a good thing in a way that he has that, because on the flip side, it kind of keeps him in check.
And keeps you humble.
So, I mean, guys, we all deal with these things. Like, there are all these voices that we have to deal with, okay? And so, the most important thing is being able to deal with them.
I think confidence is not thinking everything about you is good. Confidence is accepting that you're good at certain things, you're bad at certain things, or certain things about you are not so flattering, but you're okay with it. That is confidence.
And in addition to that, once one actually becomes aware of certain things that they're not good at, they're open to learn and become better. So we have different strengths and weaknesses, right?
Absolutely.
She's a chef. She's so, but that's, and I could actually look at that from a negative point and be like, oh my gosh, I can't cook as good as Sis does. And I'll look down on myself. Or I could acknowledge that, look, she's a chef, she's a better cook, and I could learn from her.
Which is beautiful.
Right? And then there's certain areas that probably she can learn from me too.
Keeping my room organized. How about that? This lady is so organized, guys. I know she doesn't want to blow her own horn. Her clothes, everything is perfect. When I'm looking for an outfit, it's over.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, guys, so yeah.
And she keeps all the receipts of everything we buy.
Moving on.
But I admire your organization. That's lovely. So we learn from each other. So Sissy, now in conclusion, because I know we're still gonna make this long, what draws the line with confidence, like godly based confidence, or dealing with insecurities as a believer and a non-believer? Like, where do we get different? Because I'm getting concerned. For example, if I'm not so confident about my body and I want to work on it, how do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I've learned in the world, when I used to watch a lot of guys when I was probably 16 to 18, my sister the other day sent me a meme about the Kardashians. And she said, you used to binge watch these people. And I remember in that time, when I was thinking of having a flat tummy, having a great body, it was after watching so much of Kim. So it was coming from that place. So, the Kardashians, that brand is their body. So they'll show it off. So following that path, I became just so obsessed with showing the kind of body I had, the contours, the curves.
Right.
But now that I've caught what confidence is in God, even when I have a six-pack, Lord, do it. I'm not gonna be out here trying to show it to you people.
Right.
So you see, it's the same person, but then now confidence for me is I wanna have a great body, as in I want to be fit, but I don't want to show it show it off to the people. So I've gotten to realize that what we have to be, our confidence actually has to be based in God, so that even when things are perfect, we're still executing our. Does that make sense? Executing our confidence. Sure.
Exuding.
Girl.
Yeah.
Exuding our confidence still in a way that we're honoring God.
Yes.
So what would you say on that as a complete?
Okay, so I think everything should stem from knowing who we are in God first, and who he made us to be and how he made us. We need to understand that we're all peculiar beings and we're unique in our own way.
Absolutely.
So in as much as, for instance, sis looked up to the Kardashians in a certain way, she didn't have to become like them, but she could actually pick something from them, in that, I can work on my body too, I can look better than I do, but I don't have to look like they do, or maybe I don't have to have a great body so I can prove something
to people,
or have a certain brand. So everything should first of all start from knowing that God created me this way, and even if I don't actually become the exact person I may want to become, based on maybe the people I look up to, I'm still good, and that doesn't change my worth or my value.
Absolutely.
I hope I'm making sense in that it's a good thing to actually aim and strive to be better. That's what we're living for. I mean, we're meant to become better people, procreate, and all those things, but at the same time, at the core, we should be aware of who God initially created us to be.
Absolutely.
So what we have, what we do not have, does not change that. It doesn't change the definition of who we are.
Wow.
So because we change. I mean, look at how we look today. 40 years down the line, we're not going to be looking this way. Okay?
Yeah.
We're going to be mothers, we'll be,
grandmothers, who knows?
Grandmothers, eventually, great grandparents. Same thing with whoever's on the other side of the screen. So the fact that we're always changing and evolving, and becoming better people, whatever that looks like for you, does not or should not determine what or who you feel you are. So it's a good thing. Like, what you're doing was actually, like, those guys are actually inspiring some people.
Yes.
Then when we take it in
you can pick the principles.
Yes.
But don't let's say the principle, they eat healthy.
Yes.
At least for what they present, and they work out, and that's fine if you're going to pick that. And that's why I think there should be more inspiring women in faith circles. You understand, like women that are also pursuing fitness and whatever. Like for me, what changed that was Heather, following Heather. Now I saw, wow, she's vegan, she exercises, and she looks at her body as a temple. So you see, that already changes my perspective. But I love what she said, and I felt like, getting my phone and just calling Rema Bible College, say, I'm sending my sister over. I think she can come and.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, guys.
Okay, so what I want to say for a Christian, like you've rightly put it, the foundation of our confidence of dealing with insecurities should be the Word of God and who we are in God. Sure. I think, guys, that's David, I rejoice because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
My dad used to crack this joke, but I'm sure he's done.
Okay.
He would say some people are just fearfully made.
Okay.
But, sir, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, okay? And God beholds you as beautiful. So you see, that's something David is saying to himself.
Yeah.
So you need to get to a point where you're not looking for people to affirm that you're beautiful.
Yeah.
You need to sit with God and say, that's your homework today. Get that scripture. Chew it, guys. Ingest the word until it's become such a part of you. Then you believe, because you need to believe that you are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
And then you begin to work on other things from there.
Yes.
Since there's certain things, no matter what, since we're not doing any, what do they do? We're not going to do surgery.
Oh, no.
So there's certain things about us that we actually can't change.
Oh, yeah.
So in that point, how do I deal with those insecurities? I feel like it's still asking God to help me accept that I'm different. Like you said, I'm peculiar.
Exactly.
And it's okay.
Yes.
And I can appreciate other people.
Yes.
And realize like, oh, okay, I may not have, what are those? Maybe is it the cheekbones that are so model-like?
And prominent, maybe.
Yes. And all that. But it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with where I am.
Exactly.
So we need to spend more time with God. I believe, in conclusion, my confidence, now, I say this with all humility. I think I'm confident in a healthy way, came from a lot of fellowship with God. Yes, I'll put in the work. Like right now, Sichas, I don't gain a lot of weight. Guys, I'm not insecure or like mopping. I don't look in the mirror and hate my body. Can never be me. I usually tell that my sister. And that's not to say it's looking nice. So let me just... I don't like how it looks, but I don't hate my body. And I never would. And so I do that because I've just spent so much time with God. That's just a strong word. Hate. How do I... I can't do that. Like, God loves me.
Yeah.
So see myself in the eyes of God. I love myself. And because I love myself, I want to look better.
Right.
I want to be fit.
Yes.
I want to be my best.
Yeah.
So I'm not working out so I can love myself. I'm working out because I love... that's a word. Ooh.
Oh, that is so good.
I
That
understand.
is so
and
good.
And just carry an offering basket for you to sow a seed, please.
That was so good, guys. That was so good. I would say that this is it. But I think I got my confidence right now came from understanding that, like I shared earlier, who I am today is not defined by the way I look or or maybe even what people say about me and all that stuff. So it's kind of similar to what sis actually shared. I just got to realize that, okay, look, God created me this way. I have a different story. I don't have to be the same as
another person
next to me.
Absolutely.
Yes, and it's okay. I'm gonna celebrate the person that God has created me to be. Are there areas that I need to work on? Yes. What am I doing about it? What should I do about it?
Yes.
And life goes on. So it's about having this. Might sound cliche, might sound very, but everybody says you need to know who you are in God and meditate on the word. But guys, really, there's no other way out. Like, there's nobody who knows you better than your creator.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's like this example, a very common example they give of if a car breaks down today, a Mercedes, the best person to work on that car is the manufacturer.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So who created us? So God created me. I was made in his image and his likeness. So he knows me better than I even know myself. So I came to the realization that I need to understand how and why he made me this way. Okay. And like I said, I still have to work on a few things. Yes. And I have strengths and I have all that. But my confidence comes from knowing who I was made to be, why I was created. So, and that's enough. You know this song by...
That is enough.
Exactly.
Did I get that right? I feel like I twisted the...
No.
Gyra.
Yes. Yeah.
Honestly, guys. So this is 20 minutes. We have to go. So, ma'am, can you tell us verbally that you will make more appearances on this channel? Because you're overflowing with wisdom. And the people need it. So can you show up a little bit more?
All right, guys.
But after this, I'm calling Rema Bible College. She needs to go to Bible school. All right, guys. Thanks for chatting with us. Hope you learned one or two things. See you guys in my next video. Bye.